Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to teach you a really simple recipe. We're going to be making sourdough waffles. Now this is a great way for you to use up your sourdough discard. That's the stuff that you normally throw away when you feed your starter. So let's take a look at the ingredients first. So these are the ingredients that we're going to be using today. I have 120 grams of plain flour. So this is just regular all-purpose flour. I have 10 grams of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar. You can use any kind of sugar, light brown sugar, granulated white sugar, that's fine. Half a teaspoon of salt. Today I'm using Himalayan pink salt. 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Again, you can use vegetable oil, olive oil, but I would suggest that you use an oil that is unflavored or neutral flavored. We have 1 large egg, 120 grams of sourdough discard. So there, as you can see, it's quite flat, doesn't have much bubbles, okay? Compared to an active sourdough starter. So this is an active starter, you can see the bubbles there, right? So if you're going to be making sourdough bread, you want to use an active starter, but for our waffles, the aeration actually comes from the baking powder. That's why we can use a discard, okay? And then I have 240 ml of milk. You can use any kind of milk, be it oat milk, coconut milk, cow's milk, doesn't matter. Okay, so those are the ingredients that we're going to be using today. Let me go into the demo itself. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the flour, add it into your sieve, okay, together with our baking powder. And I'm just going to sift this into the mixing bowl, as you can see this side. So that will get rid of any lumps, insects. Okay. To that, we can add in our other dry ingredients, the sugar, as well as the salt. So this is the dry ingredients, okay? Now, we're going to mix up the liquid ingredients into the measuring cup here. Okay. So let's start with the oil. 1 egg. The discard. So this is what we call an all-in-one method, where you have all the liquid in one container and you have all the dry ingredients in a bowl, and then you just mix one into the other. Okay. So all I'm doing is I'm pouring all my liquids into the measuring cup, because that just makes it easy for me to pour it into the mixing bowl. I'm going to use a whisk, and we're going to whisk this up just to give it a good mix. So there, you can see our final mixture. This is our liquid mixture, okay? And then we're just going to pour this into our dry ingredients. So before I pour it in, I'm just going to give this a bit of a stir. Okay. So pour your dry ingredients in, whisk at the same time. Now the key for waffles, pancakes, or any other kind of such batter is that you want to mix only until the mixture comes together and it's hydrated. Okay? Don't over mix, because if you mix too much, you'll end up with too much gluten, and then that makes your waffles and your pancakes hard. So some small lumps are actually normal, that's fine. We're going to leave that. Okay. So once it's ready, you can see your mixture. There we go. You can see the bubbles already starting to form. That comes from the baking powder. At the sides of the bowl, you see some tiny lumps here. Okay, that's fine as well. We're just going to leave that there. Okay. Now to make it easy for me to pour my mixture into the waffle maker, I'm going to pour the mixture back into the measuring cup, just to make my life a little bit easier. And then we can pour this into our waffle machine. So I have two waffle machines here. They have been preheating, so they are already hot and ready to go. And all we need to do is to open them up and pour in some of the batter. Now when you fill a waffle machine, you want just enough batter to cover the base. Okay, so I can spread this out just a little bit. You want enough to just form a single layer that's enough to just barely cover the base of the waffle maker. And then we're going to close this. And we'll let this cook. Okay? I'm going to do one more on the other side with my other machine. Shift this. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to do one more on the other side. There we go. Okay, so now we wait. It takes, I would say, a couple of minutes for it to brown adequately. The waffle machine actually has an indicator. Most machines will have an indicator, so you can see initially when you put the batter in, the light will go off. Especially when it's hot, it will also go off. And then, you know, after that, when it's more or less done cooking, you will start to see less steam, and the light will probably come back on again. Okay. So while this is cooking, we can prepare some of our things for plating. Let me clean up the table a little bit. So I have here, I have a plate. We're going to use this for plating. Okay, let me shift it. Shift this off the screen. Okay. I have here some peanut butter, just regular peanut butter. Banana, maybe some fruits, some blueberries, okay, just for garnishing. Okay, so let's take a look at our waffle and see whether it's ready. Not quite. It needs to cook until it is brown enough. Okay, so give it some time. Okay. Meanwhile, I can probably slice up some banana for my garnish. So the waffle looks like it's ready. Let me show you. There you go. See that? Okay. Check on the other one as well. Oh yeah, cannot. This one is stuck. Okay, there we go. This one is stuck. didn't come out so well, but hide the ugly part below. And then we can garnish, so you can put on whatever you want to put on. I'm going to put on some peanut butter, maybe a little bit of peanut butter. Let's do a peanut butter and banana waffle. So a little bit of peanut butter. Okay. Some sliced bananas. And some blueberries for some color. Finally, maybe a drizzle of honey. Okay, so we can take a look there. So that's our finished product. And then you can drizzle on just a little bit of honey. There you go. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you again next time. Happy cooking. Okay, there you go.